What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Station Bakery. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to create a deliciously moist peach pound cake. And as always, you can find a complete list of all of the ingredients and everything that I used in the description below. Remember to always start off with room temperature ingredients. Start by creaming together your butter, shortening, and sugar. Here you've seen me pour in the sugar with the butter and the shortening, but I would recommend not doing it this way. Just cream your butter and your shortening together first, and then slowly and gently pour in your white sugar. And while the other way is not bad, it's just better this way because pouring in the sugar helps to make sure that it all gets evenly incorporated, and it also helps add air, which is going to help make your pound cake very light and fluffy. Well, at least as light and fluffy as a pound cake can be. Cream together your butter, shortening, and sugar until it's light and fluffy. Now let me clarify here what it means to be light and fluffy. Okay, we're gonna stop it right here and just take a look inside the bowl. This is what you want to see. This is light and fluffy. It almost looks like kinetic sand when you pick it up in your hand and how it expands and falls out. That's kind of the look you want to go for with your butter, shortening, and sugar. This here is light and fluffy. Here I am scraping down the sides just to make sure that nothing is left behind and that everything gets incorporated. If you're liking what you see so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Now we're going to begin adding in our room temperature eggs. It is very important to make sure that it is room temperature. You want to add these in one at a time, making sure that each one gets incorporated well before adding the other. I'm going to give you a close-up here just so you can see what that looks like. Also, in the description below, I will be leaving tips and tricks on quick ways to get your ingredients to be room temperature without having to leave them out overnight or for a few hours. And in between each step, we're going to scrape down our sides just to make sure that everything is incorporating nicely. Now we're going to add in our wet and dry ingredients. You want to be sure to add these in an alternating manner. What that means is take 1/3 of your dry ingredients, add it in, and then half of your wet ingredients, add it in, and then dry, wet, and you always want to end with your dry ingredients. Anyone else always feel the need to clean off the paddle attachment in their spatula as much as they can? Like, I can't just have batter sitting on it and just dripping off. Like, it irks me to the core. If you're like that or you have something similar, let me know in the comments below, y'all. If I'm not alone, let me know, please. Now we're going to add in our last round of dry ingredients. As you see here, I am putting the dry ingredients through a sifter. This just helps that flour and baking powder, all of that good stuff, to spread out so you don't have clumps, and it also adds extra air to your batter, which is going to give it that fluffy, not so dense and hard texture. Now I want to make sure that you are really paying attention here, because now I'm going to show you what it looks like to mix until just incorporated, so you do not overmix your batter. Mixing until just incorporated looks like mixing until you just see the very last glimpse of powder swoosh into your mixture. That is when you are done, and we are going to add in our flavorings. Again, all of the ingredients and everything that I've used will be listed in the description below. At this point, you should have a silky smooth batter that looks absolutely marvelous. To make sure that everything has been incorporated well, I'm just going to give it a nice little stir, scraping down the sides and the bottom. You can see that my batter is nice and creamy and fluffy, and this is the look that you want to go for when making your pound cake. I have greased and floured my bundt pan, and now I'm going to add in our topping mixture. Again, this will be linked in the description below. When adding in your mixture, be sure to not overfill your pan. You want to just cover the bottom, okay? This is going to help give you a nice caramelized topping on top of your cake. And if you put too much, then your cake is going to be soggy, and also you won't be able to fill in as much batter, okay? So here we're going to add in our peaches, and then you'll see me top it off with a little bit more cinnamon sugar. Guys, I absolutely love cinnamon sugar. I can put it on any and everything. If you can too, let me know in the comments below, because you know, I rock with you. The pan that I'm using here is half of the size of a regular bundt pan, so I am only going to fill this with half of my batter. I use the other half for another pound cake that I am going to show you in another tutorial. So just remember that this batter, it will make enough to fill one regular sized bundt pan or two of these smaller sized bundt pans that I have. And as always, it will be linked in the description below. With these pans, you want to make sure that you do not fill it all the way up to the top, because you do not want your pound cake to overflow. You'll place it in the oven at 325 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes. And voila, here is our pound cake. But guys, oh my gosh, just watch. Oh my gosh, guys, did you almost have a heart attack like I did when I did that? Oh man, but now it is time for the reveal. Oh, did y'all see that steam coming off of there? If you like what you see like I do, go ahead guys and give me a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you can see more tasty and delicious desserts just like this one. This cake is good to go just as is, but if you would like to elevate it to another level, then you can do what I did here and add my graham cracker crumble. I do have a tutorial for how I made this and I will link it right above here. Now hold on, child, don't click out of my video just yet, because you know we gotta cut into this thing. You have to see what the inside looks like. This cake is so moist, so light. You know, it has a great crumb to it. It's just amazing. But you know, you have to try it for yourself. Look at that, guys. Now, it's one thing to hear me talk about it, and it's another thing to see it. But baby, until you try this, you have no idea. Yo, you cannot watch this and not want to try it. Come on, y'all. This cake was so good. And if you decide to make this cake, please let me know in the comments below. Come back and let me know your thoughts. Come back and let the other people know your thoughts. And if you liked it, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.